Greetings to you, learners. Uh, my name is Mr. Joshua. Welcome to English class. It is my privilege today to take you through this class. You're welcome. Now, today I want us to learn something about use of simple tense for habitual actions. Use of simple tense for habitual actions. Now, what is a tense? It is very important for us to understand the meaning of a tense before we look at the uses of simple present tense for habitual actions. Now, a tense is a word that expresses time. A tense is a word that expresses time. It is a verb. It is a verb that expresses time. For instance, these verbs, this time, can be expressed in present tense or in present form. That is something that is happening right now. For example, I am teaching now. So we can say that one is in present tense. 2, past tense, a completed actions. A past tense is a completed action. It is an action that has already passed. For instance, we can say maybe after 10 minutes, the teacher was teaching, or Mr. Joshua was teaching. And then lastly, we have future tense. Future tense is an action that is yet to happen. The teacher will teach tomorrow. An action that is yet to happen. Now, uses of simple present tense. What are some of the uses of simple present tense? 1, remember, they are used to express habitual actions. Habitual actions. Habitual actions, these are things that often happen, things that you're used to doing. You do them frequently. Then we have general truths, repeated actions, to tell about future plans, to give instructions, and lastly, in news. When you're giving news to somebody, you use simple present tense. Let's not forget that the main focus of our lesson today is to know the uses of simple present tense in our number 1, habitual actions. That is where we are focusing today. Follow me. Now, when we want to use simple present tense to express habitual actions, there's one thing I want us to know, that when the subject of the sentence is the pronoun, which pronoun? Pronoun he, she, or it, or a singular noun like Jane, my school, my team, my class, the simple present tense forms a verb. Form of the verb ends or end in an S. It must end in an S. Now, what is a subject? Subject is the person being talked about in a sentence. Is the thing that is being talked about in a sentence. Remember, I've said that when the subject, the person that is being talked about in the sentence is a pronoun he, she, or it, or it is in a singular noun like Jane. Remember, singular mean 1. My school, my team, my class. I've said the simple present tense form of the verb ends in an S. Example 1. She, pronoun she. She uses. We don't say she use. We say she uses wood to make furniture. She uses wood to make furniture. It walks faster than a cat. It walks faster than a cat. It is 1 pronoun. Jane loves taking juice from a glass. Jane loves taking juice from a glass. We don't say Jane love. We say Jane loves, because Jane is in singular. Mutual watches ships moving to the harbor every Friday. Mutual is 1. It is a singular. It is in singular form. It is a noun, but in singular form. So the verb text ends in s. Hope we are together. Now, still follow me. Now, what about the verbs that are in plural form? What happens to them? Girls and boys, when the subject is the pronoun I, we, you, or they, or a plural noun like girls, boys, children, women, or men, the simple present tense verb does not take the s. It doesn't take the s. When the noun is in plural form, meaning if there are more than one, girls, boys, children, men, women, the verb form, the simple present tense of the verb form in that particular sentence doesn't take the s. Example, in a sentence we say, I know how to write minutes. I know how to write minutes. Don't say, I knows. No. I know how to write minutes. We know how to write minutes. We don't say we knows. We say we know how to write minutes. Example 2, they like the constitution of the club. They is in plural form. They like the constitution of the club. Number 3, children learn many subjects. Can we say that? Children learn many subjects. We don't say children learns. This is plural. What about it if it was child? If it was in singular, then the verb would have taken the s. So, but if it is in plural form, we say children learn many subjects. Children learn many subjects. Girls and boys, use of simple tense for habitual actions. Simple present tense for habitual actions. How do we know? How do we know? There are two things majorly that we have discussed in the lesson of today. One, when the subject of the sentence is in singular form, or when the subject of the sentence is in plural form. That is what determines the verb form, how the verb is going to be written in the present simple tense. Thank you so much for joining me in this lesson. Until we meet again. Thank you.